Good morning, my Real News Media TV family. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning, and I'm wishing for everyone a wonderful and a productive day. And in the news this morning, Kingston man charged for allegedly shooting at woman. A Kingston man has been charged with multiple offenses after he and the three others allegedly dragged a woman from her bed, took her outside, and attempted to shoot her before she was able to escape. He is 29-year-old Richard Higgins, otherwise called Bob, a laborer of Wellington Street, Kingston 16. The incident reportedly occurred on December 11. The Ellenson Road police say about 7 a.m., Higgins and the three other men went to the home of a woman, kicked off her bedroom door, and entered. One of the men, who was armed with a handgun, reportedly used it to hit the woman to the back of her head, causing a wound. Higgins and the men allegedly then dragged her towards a gully at the back of the premises. However, she managed to escape. While she was running away, she was reportedly shot at by Higgins. He was arrested and subsequently charged with housebreaking with intent, shooting with intent, possession of prohibited weapon, unauthorized possession of ammunition, wounding with intent, using a firearm to commit a felony, conspiracy to shooting with intent, discharging a firearm in any place, and the possession of firearm with intent to injure. Manhunt on for man in viral Spalding's standoff after his escape from hospital. A high-level investigation is underway to determine how an injured suspect in the foiled robbery at a Clarendon supermarket last month escaped from a hospital while under police guard. The investigation was ordered by the police high command, according to Senior Superintendent Michael Phipps, head of the Kingston Western Police Division, where the Kingston Public Hospital is located. The investigation is going on, and whatsoever action is to be taken will be taken, Phipps told the news yesterday. The disclosure came after it was reported that the suspect, who was one of the four men who began live streaming on social media after they were cornered by the police inside the Clarendon supermarket they allegedly tried to rob, had escaped KPH. His name is being withheld because it is unclear if he has been charged with any crime. The alleged robber was being guarded by the police at KPH, where he was being treated for injuries which the police say were sustained during an exchange of gunfire with armed men who attempted to rob the supermarket in Spaldings. According to Phipps, initial reports indicated that he escaped through a bathroom window. We are not sure exactly of all the circumstances surrounding it. The officers basically are saying he requested to use the restroom and he used the opportunity to go through the window, said Phipps. He said that the investigation ordered by the police high command will determine what action should be taken around the persons who were responsible for guarding him. In the meantime, Phipps said a manhunt is underway to recapture the alleged robber. It is reported that on December 8, four men who were allegedly part of a group of robbers locked themselves inside the storeroom of the Spaldings supermarket as police moved in to foil an attempted robbery. It resulted in a standoff, and during negotiations with responding police, at least one of the alleged robbers went live on TikTok from the handle @red_1766 and pleaded with law enforcement to spare their lives. We want surrender, but we never plan to do nothing. Better life we want, Better life we want. A college me are going on. True you no know, through the things set away, one of the men said during the live streaming. NHT to begin accepting refund applications for contributions paid up to 2017. The National Housing Trust is set to begin accepting applications come January 1, 2025 for the refund of contributions paid up to 2017. Assistant General Manager for Corporate Communication and Public Affairs, Dwayne Burbick, says all individuals who contributed to the NHT up to 2017, regardless of the extent of their contributions, will be eligible for a refund. Applications can be submitted online via the NHT's website nht.gov.jm or the NHT mobile app, which is available on the Google Play and Apple stores. There is no paper-based application, it's online only. If individuals face challenges navigating the online platforms, they can visit NHD offices for assistance with downloading the app or guidance through the application process. However, all applications must be submitted online, Berbick emphasized. Contributors are also being assured that the refund application process remains straightforward. Applicants will need to provide personal information for verification, details of their contribution history, and their preferred collection method. Refunds can be collected via direct deposit to a bank account or remittance agencies for both the local and overseas contributors. Our customers abroad, especially those without active accounts in Jamaica, rely on remittance agencies to access their refunds. Contributors can make arrangements with their chosen agency if proximity is an issue, Berbick informed. Describing the program as a valuable saving instrument, Berbick encourages contributors to make the most of their refunds. He advises them, particularly those who are not yet homeowners, to use their refunds to support home acquisition goals. Every dollar counts. If you do not have an immediate need for the refund, put it towards your home ownership saving plans, the Assistant General Manager said. Berbick pointed out that the Contributions Refund Program is one of the best saving tools available. He indicated that it offers a 2% annual interest rate, which amounts to 14% over 7 years, the duration for which contributions are retained by the NHD before being refunded, adding that this rate is higher than most other saving instruments. NHD contributors are encouraged to visit the agency's website or contact their offices for further information on the refund application process. New security policy for entry into Supreme Court Public Building East. The Jamaican Bar Association is advising its members that the Supreme Court will be implementing a new security policy effective at the start of the term in January 2025. This new security policy will restrict the entry to Public Building East through the rear entrance along Temple Lane to judges, court staff, jurors, and attorneys at law in possession of a GLC-issued ID. According to the association, attorneys at law who are not in possession of a GLC-issued ID will not be permitted to use the rear entrance. They will instead have to use the main entrance on King Street, where they will be required to present a government-issued ID, and they will be issued with a visitor's pass, restricting them to a particular floor. Attorneys at law in possession of a GLC-issued ID will not be required to obtain a visitor's pass to access the various floors of the Supreme Court Public Building East. However, their GLC-approved ID must be prominently displayed on their person while on the building. All other persons will be required to use the main entrance on King Street, the association said. The Jamaican Bar Association said it is in continued dialogue with the chairman of the Supreme Court Security Committee on the new policy. Traumatic events taking mental toll on firefighters. Commissioner Stuart Beckford of the Jamaica Fire Brigade says some traumatic events are taking a toll on the mental health of firefighters. He explained that some firefighters experience guilt and grief over lives lost.
We value people's life, and our job is to save lives and protect property, and when a life is lost, we tend to take it very hard in what did we do and what could we have done differently to save that life or to prevent that fire, and so on. So it tends to have a long-lasting impact on our firefighters, and if you should talk to them individually and ask them, what is their worst experience on the job. Most of them will tell you that I've been burned up at a fire and hear that 91-year-old is in a building that is fully ablaze, and there's very little that you can do to save that person.
The Jamaica Fire Brigade is reporting that 24 people lost their lives in fires last year. The latest victim, 91-year-old Kathleen Scott, died last Thursday at her home in Alder, Bluefields, Westmoreland. Commissioner Beckford, who was speaking with the news on Tuesday, said that the majority of fire victims were senior citizens and children. Earlier in December, two 8-year-old boys, Jamar Reed and Romaine Powell, died in a house fire in White House, Westmoreland. In November, 1-year-old Sudeen Ennis was burnt to death in a house fire in Mountain View, St. Andrew. The commissioner added that some firefighters also experienced a trauma from responding to road crashes as they attempted to save lives. He said that the Jamaica Fire Brigade provides counseling to firefighters to help them cope. Guys, thanks for watching. Please join us this afternoon at 2 p.m. for another news update.